the fourth season of Yellowstone ended in truly devastating fashion for the Dutton patriarch John, played by Kevin Costner, and his new fling Summer Higgins, Piper Perabo. After being used as a pawn by Beth Dutton, Kaylee Riley, to get back at market equities and ruffle the feathers of law of enforcement, Paramount viewers were stunned to learn Summer now faces a lengthy time behind bars in the newly renewed Season 5. However, arguably the biggest surprise in Summer's story arc from Season 4 is the fact she even struck up a romance with the hardened John in the first place. A fierce environmental protester, Summer and John didn't exactly hold much in common when they first met at the beginning of Season 4. However, some eagle-eyed fans have suggested a romance between the two was all but guaranteed from the offset thanks to a clue from John's deceased ex-wife, Evelyn, Gretchen Mole. Evelyn died when Beth, Jamie, Wes Bentley, and Casey, Luke Grimes, were all kids following a horse-riding accident, for which Beth still harbors an untold amount of guilt for. John hasn't remarried or been truly able to move on decades later, despite a fling with Montana Governor Linnell Perry, Wendy Moniz, before Summer entered the picture. But the romance with Summer seemed like John was finally turning a corner, even accosting his loyal daughter Beth for landing Summer in trouble with the authorities. Could the romance be down to John seeing Evelyn in Summer? Some of the Yellowstone fandom certainly think so. Redditor @iHearts have put forward the foreshadow theory, stating, "The second time I watched this episode, it seemed clear to me that John was immediately attracted to Summer Higgins because she resembled the young Evelyn that he fell in love with and married. The resemblance is both in her fair blonde looks and in her strong-willed, determined personality. It seems clear, too, that John is aware of this and is bothered by it, which is why he tells Beth that he's struggling with my conscience. The struggle is, am I wrong to want to become involved with a woman because she reminds me of my dead wife? Am I okay with that, or would it be some kind of emotionally unhealthy or unfair thing to do?" And Summer's resemblance to Evelyn being the root cause of the romance was backed up by other fans on the platform. At American Wanderlust agreed, "I just re-watched that entire scene and I totally see where you're coming from. So interesting. I think he's also battling his conscience because Summer is still much younger than him, she's likely meant to be his kids' ages. Nice catch." However, some weren't as on board with the theory as others, with Anna arguing, I hope not. I don't want to think John was attracted to Summer because she reminds him of his wife. That's way too creepy for me. I prefer to think he was attracted to her because she's beautiful, strong-willed, committed and fearless. So was John and Summer's romance foreshadowed by her resemblance to Evelyn? One thing is for sure, Season 5 is not looking good for the duo. Summer is currently incarcerated for assaulting a police officer during the protests at Market Equity's build site which Beth sent her to. And unfortunately for the activist, the judge in charge of the case was keen to make an example out of her, despite pleas from John. Summer and John were left devastated to learn she'd been sentenced to 37.5 years behind bars, only being eligible for parole after 14 years. But if John manages to take on the governor role in Season 5, could he work his magic to get her out? Or will their romance be dead in the water as Summer faces years locked up? Yellowstone Seasons 1 to 4 are available to stream on Paramount Network in the USA. A UK release date is yet to be announced.